Hello, 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 and welcome to episode 40 of the Marketing That Grows Your Business show. If you have never been with me live or never seen me before and you're like, who is this person? And why is she in my feed? My name is Kim Garst. I'm an online business strategist, and I'm super passionate about helping people shorten their learning curves, grow their businesses using digital and social media, increasing their bottom line. Did I say that twice? I don't know. Anyway, but if you are interested in growing your business, then you are in the right place. And today, as always, every Monday we have amazing special guests. But we have a special guest this morning. Actually, it's noon. It's different time, but hey, is what it is. And we're going to be talking about video and the importance of video. So if you are like dragging your heels a little bit when it comes to video, we're going to bump you over the edge and encourage you and let you know that it's so important that you embrace video. I want to do a quick little intro of our sponsor. Our sponsor for today's show is sorry, my sponsor is going to kick my butt. No, the sponsor for today is the Go Social Content Club. The Go Social Content Club is a monthly continuity program or a monthly fee that you would pay to get your content created for you. That is a huge problem for a lot of people. They're like, okay, I got to have great content for social media. I know I need it, but creating it, coming up with a great ideas, and then actually making amazing graphics are sometimes a problem for you. So if that's a problem for you guys, then check out the Go Social Content Club.com. And because they are our special sponsor for today's show, we're going to be giving away 3 one-month memberships to the Go Social Content Club. All right. So not only are we going to give away the Go Social Content Club 3 lucky winners, but we're also going to give away it's a webcam cover so that people can't spy and peek in on us. So as you guys can see, you just slip that right over your little webcam. And then we also have the handy dandy and very favorite ring light. So we'll be giving away those. Now, y'all, we're going to be doing this slightly differently. So for those of you who've been with me for a while, and I just want to say hey to a couple people. Paul, hey, Paul, I'm so excited you're here. And I want to just give you a big kudos. You're here almost every week, and I am so appreciative of you. Donna is in the house. Hello. In fact, if you guys want to just tell me, where in the world are you right now? The way we're going to pick our winners today, we got some prizes, but the way we're going to pick our winners is slightly different than the way we would normally do it. We are going to use the hashtag trivia because we're going to play a trivia game. So if you want to win the prizes that we have today, and we'll announce them at the end, so hang in there with us. Yes, you got to hang in until the end to see if you win. But if you are interested in winning one of the prizes, then just type in hashtag trivia with whatever your answer is for the trivia game. Okay. So we're going to play a game. Who's in? We have Judith from Massachusetts. That word did not come out off of my tongue this morning. Laura, Tampa, Florida girl. Hey, I'm missing my Tampa. It's the weather in Virginia is nippy this morning. Nippy. And then we have Donna from Orange, Massachusetts. Again, that word does not want to come off my tongue this morning. And New Jersey is in the house. Hey, Jim, good to see you. Southern California. All right. In fact, I think our special guest today is from California. Am I right? Am I right? Okay, so she's shaking her head. I can see her. So, okay, good. It's a little early over there, right? Yeah, still. Ed's from Wesley Chapel. What, Ed? That's just right around the corner from my regular location. I'm normally in Tampa, but I'm taking care of my dad in Virginia for the foreseeable future. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So, guys, like I said, I wanted to paint the picture of how and have fun with it, because why do this if we can't have some fun? But let's talk about some interesting stats. So quick question for you. blank. So fill in the blank. This is a trivia question. So hashtag trivia. How many people out of 10 would rather watch an online video than TV? So, and there's no judgment here, by the way, because like one of the things that I find that I do is I may be pretending to watch TV, but I'm actually on my phone, like quite frequently. Probably paying more attention to an online video or something I find in my feed than I am watching TV. So I'm curious for you guys. So Jackie is saying 8 out of 10. So yeah, just guess away, guys. And don't forget your hashtag trivia so that you're eligible for, so Paul says 4. So Paul's saying 4 out of 10. Melanie is saying 9 out of 10. So trivia, 5. So Donna's saying 5 out of 10. You guys are all around it. Hint, hint. Okay, so Shawnee is saying 9. Hope I said that correct. And then we have Judith is saying 5. Yeah, here we go. Rita is saying 6 out of 10. Okay, so 60% of people, roughly, would rather watch an online video than the TV. That's pretty stunning, I would think, right? So next question I have for you. I got 5 of them, so you guys hang in there with me. So what social platform predicts that their platform, is it, again, social platform, so Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. What social platform predicts that their platform is going to be all video and no text by 2021? And by the way, 2021 is like what? Like right around the corner? Like we're already in November. Who can even believe we're in November, right? So what social platform? Don't forget your hashtag trivia. So Melanie is saying Instagram. Yeah, this is kind of I would say kind of old news because this is something that happened, I would say, probably a year ago. The social platform came out and made this prediction. But I'm seeing several people saying Instagram for sure. Paul is saying Instagram. Della is saying Instagram. Shawnee is saying Instagram. But I'm going to have to go, you're all wrong. No, it's Facebook. Facebook is saying that by 2021, they think that their platform is going to be almost exclusively video. Now, will we make it there? I don't know, simply because I think 2020 has been a crazy year. A lot of things that might have traditionally taken place. I don't know, but we'll see. Definitely more video. Okay. Third question for you guys. And this is a true or false. So it's a little simpler. Users view more than 1 billion hours of video each day on YouTube. So is that true or false? So do people watch 1 billion hours of video every day on YouTube? What y'all think? So Jackie says no. All right, I'm just going to give you guys a minute to answer this question because I think this is a stunning number. Like, is this true though? So Rita is saying false. Jim is saying true. I mean, think about it. 1 billion hours, guys, every day. So Paul's saying true. Della's saying true. Judith is saying true. Heather is saying true, or Ed's saying true. Sorry. Heather said true as well. Okay. Guys, this is true. Like, this is true. There's 1 billion hours of video being watched every day on YouTube. Are you there? And if you aren't, why in the heck not? Right? All right, so we've got just a couple of more, and then we will get to our special guest. Okay, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. So I want to know from you, do you watch a video online every day? I mean, in your feed, whether that's on Facebook or Instagram or you're on YouTube. Do you watch a video every day? Don't forget your hashtag, guys. So I'm just curious to see how many of you guys are actually watching a video. And, it could be any length of time. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, hey, I pulled up this video and I watched the entire thing. So Rita is saying yes. Della is saying yes. I think for myself, I would say absolutely. I'm absolutely watching a video or 10 or more every day. So think about it, guys. If we are consuming content like this, do you suppose that our person is also consuming video content? Hint, hint. Just saying again. Okay, last one, guys. True or false? Viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in a video compared to 10% when reading it in a text or in text. Not a text, in text. So what you think, guys? Do you believe that is true or false? All right. So think about that just for a second, because if you are looking at this from the perspective of, how our people, our person, our peep is connecting and relating to us, and ultimately it's sticking, from a marketing perspective, is it true that video is more effective than straight up text? That is actually true. So Shawnee is saying true. Everybody's saying true, it looks like. So again, if this is true, which it is, why are we not embracing live video at a higher level than maybe we have been in the past, right? So now let me bring in our special guest. I know that took a few minutes, but I wanted to set the stage for how important video is. And it's not just live video. It can be a lot of different facets, different forms of video, and we're going to dig into that today. So let me introduce you to my special guest and sweet friend, Keri Murphy. She is the CEO and founder of Inspired Living. She is committed to empowering people all over the world to dream it, live it, be it. She's an international speaker, a media expert, and business mentor who has honed her expertise in the entrepreneurial field for over 20 years and on camera for over 3 decades, guys. So she has got it going on. She's an expert with video. Her company specializes in teaching entrepreneurs how to clarify their message, authentically show up on camera, and leverage video in order to build an influential brand. She's also a veteran of TV. So her experience is like real TV, what I would call real TV. Me on the other hand, I've just been doing live video. She's a veteran of professional, and has professional experience with appearances on like MTV, Fox, and NBC, just to name a few. She brings her entrepreneurial knowledge and on-camera expertise to her clients, and she's willing to share all that with us today. She has an Inspired Living TV web series. She helps entrepreneurs stay inspired and educated on what it takes to build a 7-figure brand. So put your hands together, guys, for Keri. Woo-hoo! Welcome, Keri. Let me pull. There we go.
Hi.
Pieces here. Thank you.
I knew those trivia answers, Kim. I was very impressed with myself.
Okay.
Those were good, right? Those were so good.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I got to get everybody in the frame of like, they got to understand the importance of this whole video thing.
Yeah.
So let me ask a quick question, because I know we talked, I just as I was introducing you, you have what I call like real experience, like real like TV experience. But when did you say, hey, I could help other people do this too? How did you bring that real world expertise into the online environment? And what made you decide to do that?
Yeah, it was one of those moments, Kim, where during the last recession, I owned a modeling and talent agency and unfortunately had to close it, had to pivot, right? And so I moved out to Los Angeles, signed with an agent, and was doing what I call the entertainment hustle, right? Going out and auditioning. And I'm an entrepreneur. At that point, I had been an entrepreneur for over 10 years. I had run 2 businesses. And I had a moment where I was new to the coaching world. I had no idea that I was going to have Inspired Living or that I was going to be a coach. And I will never forget the day. I am sitting in this rental house. I moved 7 times in 3 years. And I'm watching someone really well known in our space on camera, and I think it was probably a promotional video, and it was all smiles. It was super what I call commercial head, like, hi and welcome, and I'm so glad you're here, and just everything was, elevated. And I thought to myself, okay, I've been an entrepreneur and I've been on camera. I can teach entrepreneurs. And it was just like this ding, 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 winner, winner, chicken dinner. And it changed everything in my business. I went life and business coach to someone who specializes in teaching entrepreneurs how to be on camera and leverage video. And it was huge for me to make that change. And I want to bring that up right now because for you watching, you might be in a place right now where you are too much of a generalist. You're trying to talk to too many people. And I will say now is the time to get specific because video is key and people are investing in specialists right now. So I know that's a little bit of a tangent, Kim, but that was it. I was just watching people on camera and I just had this epiphany that was, oh my gosh, I can teach this. And at that point, I'd been teaching acting since I was in high school, to kids and, that sort of thing. So I knew I could teach, but being on camera as an entrepreneur is not acting, right? It's authentic. And it's when I was a TV host, I really had to learn how to be authentic. I wasn't an actress. I was me, right? And so that took a skill. And then when I became an entrepreneur and was using video, I had to say goodbye to the TV host because that's not authentic. People don't relate to, hi, how are you? And welcome to the show. That's a persona. That's a part of Keri, but that's not the Keri that shows up in her business every day.
Yeah. And that's so important. And I want to key in on that just real quick because the authenticity piece, it doesn't really matter. So I guess let me back up for a second. I mentioned this when we first came, when I first introed you, where I was talking about live. It doesn't have to be live video. Live video is an element that I think a lot of people shy away from. But you can pre-record stuff and, use it on YouTube or other social platforms. But I think the commonality that is so, so important is that authenticity piece. Would you agree? It's like that is a must have if people are really going to connect to us.
1,000%. Yeah, 1,000%. I think that live is great. It's a way for you just to practice that more improv muscle and just really be who you are. And there's an energy on a live that you don't usually have when you're doing kind of more pre-recorded content. But I think both are videos, how to really create a marketing plan. And just like anything else, Kim, like video requires strategy. I mean, people throw it out like spaghetti and then pray that it does something, and really video, like anything else in marketing, you got to have a strategy around it. So yes, live is important. I also think for YouTube, curated, recorded content is really important. So, you got to look at yourself as a media channel and how are you showing up, right? And all of those different platforms.
And then, think it through. I love that you mentioned the strategy piece because, thinking it through from the perspective of where is that video going to lead your person? Right. Instead of it, is it an education piece that might lead to, something you have to sell? But you're right. I think a lot of times when we're first getting started with any new strategy, it's like throw it out there and hope something sticks and figure it out later, right? I've done that so many times. So I totally understand that. So let me ask another question. If a picture, because everybody says a picture is worth 1,000 words. So what's a video worth if a picture is worth 1,000 words?
1,000,000.
1,000,000.
Yes.
Right? Why?
Yes.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because you know what? Video is the only medium out there that is multi-sensory. The actual statistics show that people retain 90% of what they watch in a video versus 10% of text. So think about this for a minute. A picture, it's great. We look at it, we go. It doesn't really create any emotion, expressive. I mean, we might go, oh my God, that's so cute. But video is all about making people feel something. That's why we love movies. That's why commercials, people spend billions of dollars, millions of dollars during Super Bowl to get their commercial seen, because they know that if they can get their ideal customer, their avatar to feel something, then they've got them, right? And so video is the only way I can hear you, I see you, I can, I can't smell you, but you kind of can. Like you can smell when someone's not authentic. You know what? We all see that right away. And yet statistics show, and this is proven because we've done so many different Facebook ads and campaigns, you have less than 3 seconds. 3 seconds to capture and keep someone's attention. I mean, that just goes to show you, like, we're all so ADD, like squirrel, squirrel. And so video is not about you. That's what I want everyone to know. It's like, you got to get over yourself. You need to be really committed to showing up for that one person, speak through the lens to one person at a time. And then you'll start growing your audience, because people, that one person leads to many, and they'll go, oh my gosh, I love her, I love him, I love that tip, that was so great. And that's how you get raving fans.
I love, love, love that. So that was actually, you kind of answered in part that then my next question, which was, why is video such a great way for us to attract our right person? So you said something a moment ago that I wanted to key in on, and I want you guys to feel free to ask your questions too. I usually have a list of questions, but if you have a question for Keri, please feel free to drop it in, and we'll try to get as many of them as we can. But you mentioned a moment ago that you have 3 seconds, 3 hot seconds to make an impression. If in that 3 seconds, how would you normally coach someone to use those 3 seconds?
That is such a good question, Kim. So here's what you don't want to do. Hi, I'm Keri Murphy, and for over 30 years, I've been on camera, and over 22 years as an entrepreneur, and I love teaching you how to be on camera. I don't know, that was probably 5 seconds, and no one cares. No one cares about me. They don't care about my background. But what if I started like this? When it comes to using video, you're terrified. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to say it. And by God, you don't know where to put it. Stop. Okay. I started with you. I started with your pain point. Now I could also start with possibility. Imagine this. Every single time you press record, you have a level of confidence and ease and certainty with what to say and how to say it. So you start with pain or possibility, and you need to ignite an emotion, right? I helped you step into possibility, or I pushed on a pain point that you have that's going to make you curious as to what I'm going to say next. So the first 3 to 8 seconds is about igniting curiosity. You might want to write that down. You want people to go, like, who is she talking to me? Like, this sounds like something I'm interested in. What I don't want to hear is all about you. Right? That whole adage, I don't care about you until I know that you care about me. Video is key. Now, if you're a comedian and you're funny and you're starting off with a joke, that's another way. The whole thing is getting someone to connect with you emotionally. And we do that by helping them connect with the words that you're saying. So pain or possibility is how I would coach someone to start.
The 2 P's.
2 P's.
Yes. All right. So that's a big thing to really keep in mind. Like, even when I'm teaching people to do like video sales letters, for example, which is a video, but it's always leading with that, possibility or potential. That's another P word, huh?
Yeah. I have my 5 P's for video. So
okay, there you go. So the point of it is, you want to make sure that you hook them into whatever you're getting ready to share with them. So why is it that we've talked about how important video is, right? And hopefully, and by the way, let's like take a litmus test real quick, y'all. All of you who are live or even watching on the replay, are we in agreement that video is important in our businesses? Like, just feel free while I'm continuing to ask this question of Keri, drop in. Do you agree that video is important to our businesses? Why is it, even if we say, I get it, why is it that we are still so fearful of stepping in and committing to video and using video in our businesses? What is it that's holding people back? In your opinion, what's the stumbling blocks that they encounter the most?
Well, there's the conscious and the subconscious. And in the middle of that is what's called our critical factor that is developed in our adolescence. And it is that part of the brain that tells you you're not good enough, that imposter syndrome, who am I? And it's ego, and we all have it. So here's the thing. We're not born, most of us, right, with the ability to talk to an inanimate object with ease, right? It's a skill. Just like riding a bike is a skill, going to the gym and developing a new muscle is a skill. Video is all about building muscle. It's all about muscle memory. And just like anything you do, I love Brene Brown. And when she launched her podcast, she was talking about embracing the suck. And I don't normally say suck, but this is funny because when you think about video, we have these great expectations of ourselves. And then our ego kicks in and we look up too heavy to be on camera. I'm too old to be on camera. My website's not done. All the stuff that doesn't matter, because when it comes to sharing your message, what matters is the person on the other side. You don't matter. And I always use Oprah as an example because Oprah was told from very early on that she didn't have a face for TV. Imagine for a moment if she listened. Imagine if she didn't take her vision and her passion and syndicate her own show, right, to become who Oprah is today. And she's such a great example of being on camera is not about what you look like, it's about who you be like. And the more you care about me, the more you give me great content, the more you inspire me, the more, I don't care what you look like. Think about the major influencers right now, right? And it doesn't matter whether it's, Gary Vee, Brene Brown, Oprah. I mean, we could go on and on and on. It's not about this. Yes. You know what? We all have, I was just watching actually last night, the Dolly documentary, and how she has her persona and she is Dolly. She's not going to change. This is who she is. You need to be 1,000% who you are. And you need to stop caring about what everyone thinks about you, because at the end of the day, an influencer cares more about the other person than they do about themselves. And video is a skill. I just want to go back to that. Video is a skill. It's a muscle. The more you use it, the better you get. Hello, 30 years. You look at me and you're like, oh my God, it's so easy for her. If it's not easy by now, I'm doing something wrong, right? The 10,000 hours. I've passed that quite some time ago. So give yourself grace. Give yourself compassion and get very clear on who you're talking to and why you're talking to them, and stop looking at yourself. Like, do what you need to do to feel pretty, to feel handsome, to feel all, zhuzhed, and then just show up and be of service. And I tell you what, the more you do that, it does take time. It does. But the more you do it, the easier it gets, just like what you're really great at. It took you time to become an expert at what you do. So give yourself some grace, but you need to use it often in order to get good at it.
So I love that. And if you didn't hear that loud and clear, go back after we're done and listen to that again, because it's so important. I think I run into that so often, and I saw a couple of comments coming in where people get so wrapped up in themselves.
Yeah.
And I did it too. I absolutely did it. We all do it.
We all do. We're humans.
Exactly. Yeah. I've never spoken to anyone who is using video or leveraging video, who's an influencer or whatever you want to call it, who has not had to overcome this, where it's not about us at all. It's all about the other person. It's all about how we show up and, stand in our own expertise and share that expertise and being willing to share it. Otherwise, we're just hiding our light. We're doing a grave disservice to others. So if you're okay with just not being of service to others, then okay. But if you aren't okay with that, then just get out there and do it, and realize it's not going to be perfect. You can do it though.
Yes. And I just want to go back to that. Like, the more you serve, the more you earn, right? I'm so passionate about helping people create wealth, even in this economy. I know people who are killing it right now because they're showing up on video. They have a strategy. They are just serving. They're filling the gap for people where they are, and they're doing amazingly well, right? So you have to say to yourself, look, I'm an expert at this. I have something valuable to share. I'm going to get over my need to be perfect. Okay, so I'm going to say on my tombstone, it's going to say the P in perfection stands for poison. It is so poisonous for you to try to talk perfect, to try to look perfect, to try to, no one relates to perfection. You don't need to say everything right. You just need to speak from your heart. So don't memorize a script. Don't do a bunch of notes so you're constantly looking away and breaking rapport from the lens. Like, know who you're talking to, know why they should care about what you're talking about. Provide some really great content, and give me a call to action at the end. It's really that simple, right? But you have to get over this need and this idea that if it's not perfect, it's not good. In fact, the more perfect it is, the less the less impactful it becomes.
It's so good. So good. Words to live by there, y'all. You just need to rewind that when we are through and listen to that again. If you are in a place where you're not quite sure that video is for you, or if you're dragging your heels and you just haven't embraced it yet. So I think a lot of times when it comes to people looking at into other people's businesses, they assume that there's been no failure, no struggle, and there's nothing further from the truth. But just to kind of paint that picture, like, can you share like maybe one of your epic, I would call it epic video fails? Like, what did that look like? What did it make you? How did it make you feel? How did you overcome it?
Oh my gosh, Kim. I mean, if you go back to my YouTube channel and you watch any of my old content, you'll see fail after fail after fail. I mean, in the beginning of Inspired Living, this was 10 years ago, I was using video because this has always been my medium to connect with people. But I didn't have a crew. I didn't have any professional team. It was me, myself, and I. And it was like poor lighting, horrible sound. I mean, bad hair and makeup, just all of it, right? But I was still more passionate about sharing my message than getting it perfect. And I'm a quick start. I'm an entrepreneur. Like, I have an idea. Let's just go for it. Sometimes that serves me. Sometimes it doesn't. But I want to say that in the beginning, everything, like, we just, things don't convert. We put things out there. We're not getting the feedback that we want. And I think the misnomer is, I'm going to put out videos. I'm going to go live every day for a month. And then if I don't get massive results, it didn't work. Oh my gosh, and you look back at either my journey or someone else, and you look at how long it took them to get there, right? There's no such thing as overnight success. I owned a talent agency in 2008, lost it, filed bankruptcy, started completely over in my early 30s, grew Inspired Living, just bootstrapping and speaking and using video. And now it's a 7-figure brand, and it took me a long time to get there. And so if you have a big vision for your life, I'm just going to encourage you to step into it and use video as your megaphone. Like, it's incredible. I had to audition to be on camera my entire life. I got told no a million times. You're too this, you're too that, right? All the critic, all the talk. And now, Kim, it just amazes me that at our fingertips, we can go live at any moment. Yeah. We can, shoot a video and put it up on, it just blows my mind what we all have access to for free. Yes, you want to pay for some marketing, but oh my gosh, it kills me. And that most entrepreneurs are not using it effectively or at all. And so, at all. And so I'm just like, I'm going to just encourage you just to get out and just do it anyway, and just embrace the suck. It's gonna hurt at first, right? It's going to feel uncomfortable. And over time, you know what the best thing is, Kim? When you go live or you put out a video and one person reaches out to you and says, oh my God, thank you so much. I needed that today. Or I loved that tip. Or that was a huge aha for me. Or then you're like, oh my gosh, one person, I got a comment. Okay, I'm going to do it again. So if you just be of service, and I always say, the more you serve, the more you earn. Right? The more people you reach, the more money you make. It's just a numbers game. And this tool is the greatest way to reach numbers, but you got to be consistent with it. So I know I'm going off on all these tangents, Kim. You can tell I get very excited about this, but
you're like, same. And I'm like, yes, say it. Because I've seen such major impact in my business as a result of video, primarily live video. Yeah. And I noticed that Paul is saying, that he is
a heel dragger.
Not working here, but he's saying he's a professional heel dragger. So there it is. He's got to stop that. Yes, definitely stop that. And then Angelica is saying imposter syndrome is a problem for her. It's crippled her in the past. You got to tell that little voice just to shut the heck up. And
goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
And the thing is, Angelica, it's like the voice will always be there. And you get to say, I honor you. I understand you're trying to protect me. And I have a bigger mission, right? Yes. My mission is bigger than the small voice in my head. And write that down. My mission is bigger than the small voice in my head, right? Because unless you're willing to show up, you cannot be found. And the people I work with, Kim, they get so frustrated because they feel like the best kept secret. They're like, oh my gosh, if I want to help, I have this thing, I have this tool or this product or this service. And I'm like, well, you're the only one, right? That can put yourself out there, and you get to crown yourself worthy and step into your expertise and share with people. And like you see, like you go live all the time. You've built an incredible audience. You're so authentic. It's why I'm here, because I just adore and love what you do. And this is how you've built that though, right?
Yes.
And especially now, I want to say, look, 2020 has put a wrench in a lot of our live events and, speaking opportunities. And yet we have an abundance of opportunity. Like everyone's online. We've never had more of a captive audience ever, ever, ever. So like, don't wait for someone to, book you for a video summit or, an online event. Create your own. Go live every week. Be of great value. Put yourself out there. Get stuff on your YouTube channel consistently, and you will see, oh my gosh, I'm getting more clients. Oh my gosh, I'm getting more opportunities, right? But it's really about positioning. Everything that you do right now is going to require you to think about, how do I shift from generalist in my industry to specialist? So people seek me out. I become that go-to person people want to hire me for, right? I get to be the podcast guest, right? I get to be on Kim's show, right? Because you're an expert at what you do. And I want to say that more than anything, moving into 2021, you niching down and getting really known for something is how you're going to grow your business. And video is just the megaphone you're putting out about that business and what you do. And I Kim, if we do have time, I would love to share the 5 types of videos that I teach, because I think it would be really helpful for people.
Actually, that was one of my questions. So go for it. Let's. Hey, does anybody want to know what the 5 types of videos are? I think lots of times we think the live. Of course, I lean more towards live video because I find that I'm a little bit more flexible with the live video. I can just have a thought. I'm going to share this, and so I go live with the spontaneous piece of it. And preparing and doing the other videos takes me a little bit more time and energy. But would y'all like to know what the 5 videos are? So you're going to find out anyway. But I'm just curious. So Melanie is saying yes. So all right. So Keri, we've got one yes. So let's go for it.
All right, Melanie. Here we go. Thanks, Paul. Glad someone's interested. So look, who knew there were 5 types of videos? And I didn't even realize that there were 5 types of videos until I started building my business using video. And then I was like, oh, wow, like these are these different types of videos. So I've put together my signature. We all stick where they're P's, make it easy. So you might want to get a pencil or a pen. We'll just keep in the P's. All right. So the first one is positioning. All right. Now look, the whole point of social media is to get people off of social media and onto your website, right? On the phone with you, downloading your free gift, doing your thing, okay? So video is the way we get people from Instagram, right, through Facebook onto our website. Now, your website is what I consider your home online. It's the only piece of real estate you own. Facebook could be gone tomorrow. Instagram, who knows? The algorithm changes daily. So the whole goal is to get them to the home you've built, right? And be like, welcome to my home. So here you have this great website. Maybe you've invested a lot. Maybe you've invested a little. It's your home. This is the only place people can go to get to know you. So they come knocking, right? And when they come to your website, you have 8 seconds or less. The average bounce rate, which is the average time I stay on a site, again, it's bananas, right? Less than 8 seconds. So this is how you get people to stay. You create what is called a positioning video. This positioning video positions you as the answer to their burning question, right? So here's the deal. You start with why, right? Why am I there? Right? Are you someone who knows you need to use video to grow your business, but you're terrified? You don't know what to do. You don't know what to say. When it comes to equipment, you're so overwhelmed, right? If this is you, you are in the right place. I am Keri Murphy. I am the CEO of Inspired Living. And look, for over 30 years, I've been on camera and I felt just like you. Notice how I'm talking, okay? It's not about look at me. It's about let's fix your problem. So in 90 seconds or less, you are telling them why they're there, why you. Okay, there's a bunch of people online and I don't believe in competition. So you got to learn why you and be okay talking about it. Okay, what they're going to learn and what they need to do next, right? It's super short and simple. And I believe, right, that this should be shot high quality. I just believe that this is the video where they're going to have that instant, first impression of you. So I would show up as an authority. And when things are produced high quality, in our head, we just assume this person knows what they're doing. Isn't that funny how life is, right? We just assume. So I would spend a little time and money to put together this positioning video, because this is your main conversion strategy on your site. It's above the fold. I don't have to scroll down to find it. It is right there when I come. I knocked on your door and you're like, hi, welcome. Water, wine, what would you like? All right. Okay. Positioning. The second one is promotional. Now on social, you want it's the 80-20 rule. Like give me good content, inspire me, help me see possibility, give me great stuff. And then 20%, ask me to work with you. And it blows my mind, Kim, that most people, they either over promote, they're just all promotion, which just starts feeling icky, or they're just like, I don't want to ask anyone to work with me because, that's scary. You have to, or else you don't have a business, you have a hobby, right? So you got to ask people to work with you. So promotional videos. Now, can these be live? They can be. Again, I am a bigger fan. If you're going to ask people to spend money with you, that you need to show up as an authority. So these two types of videos are videos I would probably invest in, or at least go get a nice camera, a ring light. It doesn't need to be fancy to make an impact, right? But we do want it to sound good and look good. Those are the two high production. That's it. Okay. Now, the next video is the video that's actually going to grow your business. Do I know what it is? Personality.
I do. Anybody
else? Personality. This is where the live videos change it all, right? Kim said, it's so much easier for me when I feel inspired just to go live. It is a different, muscle when you are putting together professional content and you're building your YouTube channel. And that's just a different level of video. But going live, here's the beautiful thing about it. If you use it on Instagram stories, it's gone in 24 hours. So if you're just building your muscle for the first time, go to IG stories and just, because they're gone, it doesn't matter, right? Now, if you're going to go live on Facebook, that's amazing too. But personality, people want to know you. They don't just want to know about your business. So if you're constantly telling me video, people like after a while, they're like, Keri, I've heard that. Give me something else. Show me a picture of your kids. Show me a picture of the wine that you're drinking. Where are you going on vacation? What's inspiring you today? What's hurting your heart today? Like authenticity and transparency wins all the time. And these are fun. These are the heartbeat. This video is the heartbeat of your brand. This is where people learn to love you. They learn to connect with you. I have a question for you, in fact. How often have you made a buying decision after watching someone on video that you liked? That you liked?
I think that's probably happened to me quite frequently. I'm a big fan of a sales video versus read the sales page. I just want to listen and hear and absorb what's in it for me, right?
Yeah.
Versus like,
reading the long form page.
Right. 10 pages of stuff. Like I don't have time for that.
Right.
Just let me hear it. So I'm curious, everybody else, what do you think? How often have you felt like you saw a video and you bought from it?
I do it all the time. I do it all the time, whether it's a friend or someone who says, I love this product, or I just tried this thing, or I really like this person and they're offering me a service. Like we buy from people that we like.
Yes.
Right. So often, right, Judith? So think about that. Like we don't want perfect because we don't relate to that. It is your job as the expert and the CEO of your business to be an authority, but also to show the behind the scenes. I always say I love Sarah Blakely. She's always showing like the mess behind the scenes.
Yes. The pancakes on Sunday morning. Like that is right. Have you ever
love it? And this is what, I will buy Spanx because I love Sarah, and you hear her story and you're inspired by her story. So I want you to think about personality. Again, it's the heartbeat of your business. Get over this need to be perfect. Talk like you, be like you, mess up. Who cares? No one cares. And in fact, they'll be like, oh my God, it's a real person. Like she's real. He's real. I can relate to that. Okay. If people only see you on top of the mountain, they will admire you, but they won't see themselves in you. And if they don't see themselves in you, they won't buy from you.
Okay, did y'all she is just dropping the nuggets here. That is so powerful. If people can't relate to you, they're not going to buy from you.
Nope. So, they'll admire you. They'll be like, oh, wow, cool. Yeah.
I think, going back to Sarah Blakely, that is, I mean, as women, obviously she has a solution to a problem that we have. But I love her personally. Like, just she's one of the few, I would say, like higher end influencers that I pay attention to regularly on Instagram because she's just so fun and relatable. And the pancakes on Sunday, I'm always like, what's she going to make today? Like,
Yeah. Right.
so, right. So, okay. So do we get through all five of them?
We got a couple more.
Okay.
2 more.
Oh, no. Okay.
I'll
Go for it.
be super quick. The next
no.
one is product videos. Now, product videos can be your online course. It can be your program, your evergreen. We got to stop trading time for dollars. I'll just leave it at that. If you want to grow and scale a 7-figure brand, you need to have multiple revenue streams. Yes. Are we good with that? So product videos allow you to share your message. It can be your weekly video blog that you put out, but product or content, those two things. So I see them as twofold, being like an online course or a membership group or something where you have more curated content, and the weekly video you're putting out every week. I'm going to say, in order to really grow and scale your business, especially on YouTube, you need to be posting a video at least once a week. They say 2 to 3, but I'm like, I can get you 1, right? So 1 professional video a week. And again, professional means you can shoot it on your phone. It's just content. You're teaching me something. And the last one is proof, social proof. At the end of the day, you can have all these written testimonials and they're still great, but nothing is more impactful than having someone else on camera talking about how amazing you are. So positioning, promotional, personality, product, and proof. There you go.
Okay. So I hope you guys wrote all those down because I'm like, do I have all of those? I think I do, but like even just that, like that first video, the positioning one on your website, I was like, super smart. That's one of the reasons I love this show is I always pick up amazing things. I mean, we've been around 30 years now in this space, so you think you know everything and you just don't. I mean, that's the reality of it is you learn.
Always
learn. So talking about consistency, because consistency is important across the board, whether it's live, whether it's video, or whether it's your content, or whatever it is. Do you have any tips for us to stay consistent with our video strategy?
Yes, I do. But I want to go back to that because it's so important, Kim. So I gave you 5 P's. Now I'm going to give you a few C's. All right. Video. It's about emotional connection, right? Connection, then consistency. If you're not consistent, I want you to think about your favorite show, right? Whether you watch it online, you watch it on Netflix or whatever. And imagine if you never knew when it was coming back on. Imagine if it only aired once a month. Would you keep watching it? No. You'll be like, I'm going to go watch something else because I want to see this show. You are a show. You are a frequency. You are a channel. If I don't get to see you often, I'm going to go on someone else's. Yes? So consistency leads to credibility, right? People buy from people they trust. Kim, she's the mom at what she does. I hopefully, with what I'm sharing with you, you're starting to trust me that I know what I'm talking about and I'm helping you, right? We're building trust here, right? Through trust equals conversion. People are looking at making 6 figures in 6 seconds. Like, it blows my mind. But if you're not credible, you're not going to convert online. So connection to consistency. Consistency leads to credibility. Credibility leads to conversion. So with that being said, when you're looking at how do I be more consistent, here's what I want you to consider. Can you pick one day a week that you can go live on a platform? And with StreamYard, you can go live on multiple channels. You can pick Instagram, Facebook, it doesn't matter. Just be consistent. One day a week, 15 minutes, right? And I know that every single one of you has 1 minute a day that you can go on your Instagram story and say something, share something. What are you cooking? What are you doing? What are you stressed about, right? And that's a whole nother subject. Let's just say 1 minute a day Instagram story. Consistency, okay? Now, the other thing, which I just did on Friday, is I have a production day every single month. Every single month. I have a team, but I did not have a team for a very long time. It was me and my camera and my tripod and a light, and that was it. And iMovie on my phone that I edited. So this excuse of it needs to be fancy is just that. All right. But if you take one day a month One day, take a couple hours, get zhuzhed up, change your shirt a few times, shoot 4 to 5 videos, the product videos. Those videos are 3 to 5 minutes, maybe 6. These are like one tip, one bite of inspiration, a prediction, a statistic. Live is great, but on YouTube, the more curated content is better. Again, it's just positioning. You look a little bit more professional when you have some videos that you've had done, right, that are in the queue, and it's easier to put out. Now, if you don't want to do that, then you can just go live every week, and those are the videos you're doing. Okay. To just shoot or uh-oh, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here. So did we have a little glitch?
We had a little internet glitch, but I was just going to say one video can be your content for the entire week. You put it up on all your channels. You can slice it up using Slice on your phone. I mean, the ability that we have is just endless. So if you're not an editor, I'm always like best and highest use. Like you can go on Fiverr, you can go on Upwork, you can get anyone to edit a video. But you can use things like Splice, iMovie, and just populate your stuff, right? And it might sound really overwhelming right now, but if you just commit to doing it, if you just commit to showing up, everything gets easier with time, right? Everything. So just commit to being uncomfortable because you're committed, right? Because, anything we do for the first time, like I just did push-ups the other day and I have not done them in a long time. And my lats and my delts and I'm like, oh my God, I am so sore. Now, if I did push-ups every single day, I wouldn't be this sore, right? So same thing, video's a muscle.
I think I just share my quick experience with video, because the live video was one of those things I pushed back on big time until I just said, okay, I'm just going to get over it. There's a whole story behind that, but you do get better each and every time. And when you're in a live environment, it is, so what if things go south? I mean, we just had a little glitch, right? We just live live. With it. It's like, it is what it is. The audience that you're attracting are probably going to be totally fine with that, unless it's an extended period of, oh my gosh, this, I can't hear, etc. I've had live streams where, we were having our roof replaced and it was like constant banging and people still hung in with me. I'm like, thank you, Lord. So the point of it is, it doesn't have to be perfect. And the more you do it, just like Keri said, is the better you get. I think one of my most value added benefits, if you will, from video has been the ability to articulate a little clearer. And my brain operates so fast that my mouth sometimes doesn't keep up with it. And so the whole that kind of thing, tripping over your tongue and that kind of thing, which was a problem for me, that's helped me to slow down, take my time a little bit more, let my mouth catch up with my brain or whatever. So don't get wrapped up in the perfectionism of it. Just, do it. You'll get better at it. Like she says, it is a muscle for sure. I just wanted to tag on to that because I think a lot of times, especially from my perspective, I'm very passionate about that, because it was my problem for sure. I was like, yeah, that was definitely my problem. Well, as we're picking out all the winners for today's prizes, I have one last question for you. So we've talked a lot about the opportunities for video, but and the importance of it, but is there anything that you're seeing that is on the horizon when it comes, maybe it's a big opportunity that is coming or that you see for video? Is it in social? Is it on our websites? Is it YouTube? Is it IGTV? Where are you seeing the biggest opportunity right now?
I mean, Kim, honestly, it's everywhere. It is everywhere. There is not one platform that is not making their focus video. And when you shared that statistic, I remember Facebook said by 2021, they predicted that platform was going to be all video. What I do want to say too, and I think it was Tony Robbins that talked about this, that, by 2023, online learning is going to be a $380 billion industry. 380 billion. Okay, so you have an amazing opportunity right now to build rapport, to build your audience, to create online trainings and learnings. And I host a masterclass. I'd love to invite you to do it. And you know what? That's how we grow right now, is we serve people, we teach them, we invite you to work with us. And the ability to train online right now and get clients, don't wait for people to find you. Give them great avenues for them to learn from you, and then ask them to join you in whatever capacity that might be. So I have to say, online learning is huge. It's amazing to me how few people actually like go through all the online learnings, but we're all here, right? Host your own live event, do a workshop, host a masterclass, do a webinar, like just share what you do. And you will find, right, the money's going to come because you're going to help people get a result. You're going to alleviate a pain. You're going to help them step into possibility. But if you're not great on camera, and I believe this with every ounce of my being, moving into next year, you are going to be struggling because this is where people live. This is it, right? So if you're going to teach me, if you're going to guide me, if you're going to inspire me, you have to learn how to be authentic, get over your fear of being perfect, and be more committed to serving and helping people now more than ever. And I promise, if you do it on a regular basis, you will find your business growing right now.
Yes, totally agree. So let me announce the winners, and then we're going to ask Keri to share where she would like to connect, or where you guys could connect with her and get more information. So we have the first winner for the ring light is Rita Young. So Rita, you are the winner. And then the webcam winner is Trina Thompson. Let me get that pulled up here. I think my internet's a little bit dragging here. Sorry about that, guys. So webcam cover winner is, come on, pull up.
I see Trina.
I'm just going
to Trina Thomas.
Okay.
Webcam cover
Trina
winner.
Thomas is, yeah, and then the Go Social Content Club winner. For some reason, my little clicker is not clicking, but we have Della, Shawnee, and Laura. There we go. Are the winners for the Go Social Content Club. So it's a 1-month membership. And for those of you who are winners, please go to kimgerst.com/winner. Drop in your deets, and we will get you set up with the Go Social Content Club, or we'll get your goodie out in the mail to you. Okay. So Keri, where can everybody find you? Where can they connect with you?
Well, I'm mostly on Instagram at Inspired Living TV, but I also want to invite you to join my private Facebook group called Ignite Your IT Factor. You know, that thing that lights you up, and you all have it. That's the beautiful thing. And it's a private Facebook group where I go live every week. We host a video confidence and conversion masterclass. So if you like what you heard today, it is 5 days of me teaching, and I pour my heart out to you. The next one starts December 7th. And it's a group of passionate, soul-centered entrepreneurs that feel just like you, feel so overwhelmed with this video thing. And my whole team and I are in there every week with so many resources to inspire you and help you really make the difference you're here to make. So that's Facebook. Ignite Your IT Factor is the private group. So come join us there.
Okay, so is it Ignite Your IT like it factor?
Ignite Your IT Factor. It's just, if you go into Facebook in the search, it's a group in Facebook.
I'm putting this on the screen. Ignite Your IT Factor. Hang on just a moment, make sure. So here we go, guys. So Ignite Your IT Factor. Go to the search bar in Facebook and type that in. Join Keri's group and learn some goodies from her. She's amazing. I hope you guys agree that she is amazing. And like Rhonda said, you can also find her at inspiredliving.tv, guys. So if you want to check out some of her website, her blog content, all that stuff, connect with her on social, definitely do so. Well, I just want to say thank you, Keri, for being here, sharing your wisdom with us and your brilliance. Your light is bright, my friend. So
right back at you, sister. Thank you for having me. I so appreciate it. And you know what? We can't change the world. All we can do is change how we show up in it. So I just really encourage you to take this opportunity, get clear on your message, be committed to making the difference that only you can make on this planet, and you will be blessed beyond what you realize. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. All right, guys. Hope that you have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and God bless.